Y2. Man, I hope y'all having a good Wednesday, man. Listen, first and foremost, this video is specifically to educate you guys. I guess everyone's grown really. Currently there's a whole uproar online about, a lot of big name streamers having issues with their baby mothers. Now, forget those guys. There are regular people who are experiencing this same issue on a daily. Now, I'm not here to attack anyone or whatsoever, but when you kind of look at the whole selecting a baby mother uh, um process is kind of difficult, bro. Personally, I don't have any kids. I don't have baby mother drama. That's one thing I'm very happy about because I have friends who do have baby mother drama. And one of my good friends at the time, he loved his kids, bro. His baby mother would call, he would drop everything to go get the kids because he didn't want anyone else to have them in their possession, which I respected. But at the same time, she almost was kind of like using him as a babysitter, because a lot of the time she would say she had to pick up a shift, she had to work, and it was lies. Eventually, God exposes the truth. My man's eventually was working at a job and seeing Shorty with a man's like whole time he had his moms with the kids because she had to go to work, but she was just trying to hang out with another guy. And that right there is one of like the most stressful things you can go through as a guy, bro. I swear. He's vented to me many times. He's just like, man, I wish I could go back and I didn't have these kids with these females. Unfortunately, a lot of the guys is dealing with that right now. You can't go back. You can't undo the baby cycle or you can't unhave the baby. And it's just a lesson for everybody to pay attention, bro. Like having a baby is a sacred thing, bro. That's why it takes a whole year. That's why the female body probably changes. That's why there's different emotions. Cause this is not like a quick process. This is not a V12. You know what a V12 is? Fast. It ain't a V12 process. This is a duration, bro. And I feel like the issue with people having baby mothers and baby dads is because they're not sexually responsible, bro. In all honesty, like, don't get me wrong. You could be in a relationship with a girl and y'all have intent of being together, but it all changes, I feel like, when the baby comes. A lot of the times that all changes. It's not the case for everyone, but majority of people, when the baby comes, bro, there's like a separation between the two. And I've seen it happen multiple times. If you're not somebody who's dealing with a baby mother, bro, don't be having unprotected sex. Simple. Or sex in general, bro. Like, I'm not trying to say you should be obstinate for the rest of your life, but I want you guys to think about animals, bro. There's one purpose of having sex, that's to have kids, bro. And I've kind of covered this before in the past where when animals have sex, it's to produce babies. When people have sex, it's for fun. Personally, I feel like that was never the thing going back then. It was not, you wasn't freaking all the time just for fun. You were trying to produce. But you got a lot of people who are producing with each other and bro, they don't have any intent of staying together, bro. That's the problem. That's where the bitterness comes in. That's where, allegations come in. That's where accusations come in. It's like, what I'm noticing is most of the time the baby father, the baby mother has some bitterness, that there's a lifelong connection with this person, and it becomes their job to kind of ruin their life, man. This goes for both men and women. Baby dads try to ruin the baby mother's life. Mothers try to ruin the baby dad's life. I've seen it. But all of this can be avoided if people were sexually responsible. You might be dating a girl for 2, 3 years. It doesn't mean y'all should have a baby. Y'all might not really know each other. But who am I to say, to each his own. If you do sign up for this, you got to understand what comes with it. These are the consequences. You might not be able to see your son. And, some women, they do that because some of the guys are hideous guys, bro. No disrespect. I got sisters. But at the same time, there's a lot of women who do this to good guys who just want to be a part of their kids' life. Definitely, like I said, this could all be avoided without being sexually promiscuous or sexually or having sex as a recreational thing, because it's not a recreational thing. As humans, bro, I feel like commitment, there's a problem with really committing. Like, people think they want to be together and then they had a baby, they don't want to be together. Like, when I look at animals, gang, it's not the case with animals, bro. You might see a geese with like 6 kids, but she still with the geese, the goose that she had the kids with. Same with a lion, same with a bear. Like you can go on and on about all the animals who have babies with their life partners, stay with them. Humans is not the case. All this can be avoided, bro, by being sexually responsible, understanding like, yo, bro, sex is not a recreational thing. You might be with a girl for 3 years, you have a baby, y'all hate each other. Now you guys are using the baby as like a dangling piece, one to destroy the other, one to affect the other's emotions. But besides the streamers going through this right now, bro, there's a lot of guys that go through this, bro. I used to have my friend, he used to literally vent to me. He's like, bro, I swear I wish I could go back, bro. If I could go back, I would have never had kids with none of these girls. Because they literally would torment him, bro. He was a good guy. He took care of his kids. He always saw his kids. He didn't let anyone watch his daughter. He sent money for his son, bought him gifts. But the bitterness within his BM, she would block all of that. She wouldn't let his son call him. She wouldn't let him see his son. She wouldn't even let him receive the gifts. And all it is from bitter emotions towards him, which has nothing to do with the kid. I don't know, man. If you don't got no kids out there, you lucky, bro. And you're not dealing with baby mama drama, you're lucky. So be very selective in the process of choosing the lifelong partner, because having a baby with somebody is like you selecting them as a lifelong partner. That's not a quick thing. That's forever. You got to be willing to deal with those emotions, those person tendencies, and it literally can affect you, change your whole life, and how you stressing and how you depressed, bro. My message to everybody is like, bro, start understanding like sex is sacred, bro. It's sacred, bro. It's a sacred act. That's why you see when animals do it, they're doing it with the person that they're gonna be with for a while. I don't know about dogs, I can't vouch on dogs. Seem like dogs might, you feel me, might do whatever they want, but other animals that are in the wild, they have a specific commitment to a partner that they select. And when they select that partner, they have all their kids with that partner, bro. Humans need to get on that level, bro, because we are not mentally on that level of understanding what sex really is, bro. And if you don't have kids out there, bro, you lucky. Keep it smooth. Understand sex is sacred, bro. I almost became a baby dad, bro. Everything these guys online are experiencing, bro, I was at the tipping point of going to experience, because the girl was gonna put me on child support. I wasn't gonna see my son if he was my son. All types, you know what I mean? Wait before the baby even came. This was her thought process, and all this stemmed from me not really want to be with her. I mean, and as a guy, I ain't gonna lie, like having a baby with a girl that you're not with is the most stressful thing in the world, bruh. It stresses you out, bruh. So if you do decide to have a baby with someone out there, bro, listen, you better really like this person. You better be willing to deal with this person for the rest of your life. You better understand, like, oh, this is who I'm choosing out of every women in the world. You know what I mean? That's my message to y'all, man. I'm not here to tell y'all what to do. Y'all grown, but these are the consequences.